And we welcome you back to the Save Mart Center. Pepsi is the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like, official partner of Fresno State Athletics. Bulldogs trailing 10-5. They haven't scored in over 4 minutes. And Dejanay Harvey is in for the first time, as you see her on your screen, wearing number 50. Ja has been an integral part of this program this season. And Taylor, you've got more on Ja.
Talking to the coaching staff about Ja, she said she's really become a spark off the bench for us. She's extremely athletic. She's fearless going to the rim. She's a relentless defender. She definitely shakes up the pace of the game, and the Bulldogs need to shake up the pace of the game right now.
Yes, they definitely do. Muse reverse layup, but she stepped on the baseline. That's turnover number 5 against the Broncos. Both these teams have turned it over more than the coaches like to see in this first quarter. 5 for Boise State, 4 for Fresno State. Bulldogs come in second in conference in turnover margin. And they're +3, which is an outstanding number. They only turn it over 11.8 times a game. Ja got Muse in the air, head fake up and under, missed it. Rebound inside, grab, and by Nero. Well, the pump fake will work on Muse. She's second in the Mountain West in block shots. She's the defensive player of the year. So when you go up against such a good player or such a good shot blocker, you got a head fake. That's an and one by Thompson. Thompson's tough. She goes hard and strong to the bucket. She'll be at the line for the three-point play. Dogs trailing 12-5. Have not scored in 4 minutes and 39 seconds. And it's a 12-2 run for Boise State. 7-0 run for the last 3 minutes. Tasia lost the ball out of bounds. It'll be a Boise State basketball on the missed free throw. 12-5 Boise State. Broncos coming off of a loss to San Diego State, 79-54 on Saturday. Bulldogs lost to Wyoming, 69-47 on Saturday. Good, almost a 5 count. Muse gets it in on that right baseline. They'll shovel it to Nero. She'll launch a 3, and that's in and out, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by Sid. They'll give the ball to Ja. Bulldogs need a bucket. Ja across the timeline. They've scored just 5 points here in the first quarter. Kylie Fox has 3. Tamia's got 2. Here's Ja. Goes baseline to the bucket. She's fouled before the shot. They're going to call that on the sophomore Bays. That's the first foul of the game called against Bays. First team foul against Boise State. Fox inbound. They'll get it into Ja. Ja on the baseline doesn't take it. Goes up off the glass and in. Ja went down though. Back of her head hit the leg of somebody. That bucket will count. Ja slow to get up, says she'll be all right, but it's the back of the leg that caught Ja on the back of the head. Actually, it looks like it's more of her right ear. That's what she's holding. She says she's all right. Officials check, and they say, let's go. That snaps the scoreless drought for the Dogs of over 5 minutes. They trail 12-7 here in the first. 2:35 to play in this opening quarter. Open 3, can't leave her. That's short. That's Pasco, and you're going to get a foul called. They call that on Thompson. But you got to know where Pasco is. She's already knocked down a couple of 3s. She's got a quick trigger, man. One of the best shooters you will see in conference. Franka Wittenberg will check in. Ja's going to take a seat. They just want to check on Ja, make sure she's okay. That's what head coach Jamie White's doing. So you got Santa Maria on the floor along with Wittenberg, Fox, Strickland, and Detman. Those are the 5 for the Dogs. Wearing the home whites, moving to our right here in this first half as we are seated courtside. Bulldogs trailing 12-7. Here's Wittenberg, top of the key, looks in. Here's Tasia Santa Maria now, right wing. Kylie, open 3, let it fly. That's no good. Sid goes to save it, but it's out of bounds. And it'll be Boise State basketball. Fox today, 1 for 3 from downtown. Kylie came in a 39% three-point shooter. Good pressure in the backcourt by Tasia. Boise into the front court. Narrow inside they go. Muse off the glass and in. Muse, after they broke the pressure, that's her second field goal, and it's 14-7 Boise State, 1:50 to play here in the first. Franka on the right wing, 1 dribble, now to Kylie. Kylie looks in, gives it to Franka, extra pass, Tasia. Tasia bounce pass, Tamia goes up, that's blocked by Muse. Muse a couple of blocks, but then stolen away by Kylie. Tasia will take it to the basket, leaves it for Sid. Sid, short shot, good. Nice decision by Tasia. And Sid with an easy one. And the Dogs trail 14-9, 1:25 to play here in the first. Narrow to Thompson. Pull up from the foul line. Good. Thompson's got 6. She's a smooth-looking player, as you see her on your screen, the 6'1 sophomore. 16-9, Boise State up 7. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Wittenberg's got it against this zone defense of Boise. Wittenberg, they go in. Tamia, layup, good pass by Franca at the top. Tamia's second field goal, and it's 16-11, under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. Bulldogs doing this without Jacobs, who's on the bench with 2 fouls. Muse will kick it opposite, open 3, left wing, good. That is Danny Bays. She's a 33% three-point shooter, and it's 19-11 Boise State. Broncos are shooting 50% from 3. They're 3 of 6. Bulldogs are 1 of 5. We said Boise State's one of the best teams in defending the 3 in conference play. Fresno State is 11th in conference in terms of three-point defense. Detman, good head fake on the right baseline. Kylie will sling it on top, working around to Wittenberg. Shot clock's at 8. Wittenberg to the basket. That ball is thrown off of Thompson. It'll stay with Fresno State. 4 on the shot clock. 15.6 on the game clock. Bulldogs down 8. This is the largest lead so far here in this first quarter. Franca to inbound. 4 seconds on the shot clock as Keely Brown's checked in. Kylie Fox will get a break. Looking to get it in. Franca gets it to Sid with 4 seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Franca forces one, and that's an air ball. Shot clock violation. Turnover number 5 against Fresno State. And Boise can hold for the final shot with 10 seconds left, and they're up 8. Nero pushes it across the timeline, working on Santa Maria. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Gets it to Thompson with 2 seconds, 1 second. Pull up from Thompson, no good. And the first quarter in the books. Boise State shot 8 of 12 in that first quarter. Bulldogs 33%. Bulldogs trail by 8 after 1, 19-11. It's Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield. And welcome back to the Save Mart Center. Fresno State trails Boise State 19-11 after the first quarter. Me and Ed's is a proud partner of Fresno State Athletics and a better way to pizza. Order online at meandeds.com. I'm Matt Norville. Taylor Martinez running sidelines. Franca Wittenberg had a couple of nice passes in that opening quarter. And Taylor, you've got more on Franca.
When I asked Franca what was different about year 2, she said just knowing the coach's expectations of my role and also a better understanding of the offense, because it's much different than what she plays at home in Germany, which is interesting because Mia Jacobs said that we have a very similar style to what she plays at home in Australia. So it's interesting how that works out.
Back to live hoops. Keely Brown to Tasia. Mia is back in, by the way. Keely, three-pointer, that's airballed. And Tamia will save it right to Lalat. You got Brown, Santa Maria, Jacobs in with those 2 fouls, Strickland and Fox. Bulldogs trail 8. Trail by 8, 30 seconds gone here in this second quarter. Nero at the top to Lalat. Lalat a step in from 3, dribble handoff. Here's Hansen. Tasia will put pressure on the sophomore point guard. Right side. It's Danny Bays. Bulldogs are in a man using the hand. Shot clock's at 6, and that'll be a travel. Good defense by the Bulldogs. And they force turnover number 6. Earlier today, Taylor was talking to Associate Coach Mandy Carver, and she said, hey, we got to do a good job in transition. Well, defensively, you haven't given up any fast break points, but offensively, Bulldogs haven't scored any fast break points, and that was really a story on Saturday. Want to get out and run a little bit. Kylie on the left baseline. Head fake from 3. Boise State is now in a man. Keely. Tamia, step back 3, left wing. That's an air ball. Bulldogs struggling from downtown. 1 of 7. Keely's got it with the shot clock at 2. At 1, got to shoot a shot. Tasia gets it up, and that is an air ball. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Bulldogs 1 of 8 from 3. They came in 4th best in conference at 34% from downtown, but we said it. Boise State, top 3 in the conference in three-point defense. They're actually 2nd in three-point defense in conference. Wyoming is 1st. That's who the Bulldogs played the other day. Lalat inside, goes up off the glass. No, that'll be a blocking foul on Tasia. And that'll put Elodie Lalat, who is the senior from France. She was a Mountain West honorable mention last season. She'll be at the line for 2. Good to see Ja back in. Ja will check in for Santa Maria. 8:27 to play until halftime. Bulldogs down 19-11. There's only one player missing, by the way, here tonight. Byrak is not here. And that is brought to you by Sierra Pacific Orthopedic, proud to be the official team physicians of Fresno State Athletics. That is the injury report for you tonight. She is not in the arena tonight. Both free throws missed, and it's rebounded by Keely Brown. Just a little under the weather, that's all. Ja will bring it across the timeline for Fresno State. Mia, dribble handoff to Kylie. Here is Keely Brown. Goes baseline. Mia fakes the three. Out to Keely. Keely over to Kylie. Bulldogs down 8. Shot clock's approaching 10. Ja to the bucket. Goes up off the glass. Got it. Harvey, that's a couple of field goals. She's so good at penetrating. And it's 19-13 Boise State. Under 8 to play until halftime. Both these teams are looking for a dub. Trying to bounce back from the games on Saturday. They'll swing it out. This is Thompson, one-on-one against Mia. Mia's got 2 fouls. Got to be careful. Ooh, that was almost a walk. Gets the ball on the right wing to Bays. Shot clock's under 10. Bays to the basket to Lalott. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound and grab by Jacobs. Up to Ja, and here you go. Ja will push with her head up. Boise does a good job in transition defense. Ja to the bucket, off the glass and in. Ja Harvey using some strength. Back-to-back buckets for Ja, and the Dogs trail by 4. 7:20 to play here in this first half. Ja putting pressure on Narrow. Narrow using that off the arms. Got to be careful. And here is Kylie. Garden Bays reached in by Jacobs, and that'll be grabbed by Jacobs. Stolen away by Fresno State. Ja will push. Ja, head up. Mia's trailing. Mia dribbles through, goes step through, off the glass, and one. And one for Mia Jacobs. And Jacobs will be at the line for the three-point play as the Bulldogs on a quick spurt. 6 in a row for the Dogs, and Jacobs in the line for the three-point play. Bulldogs have outscored Boise State to start this quarter 6-0. It's now 19-17. That gets Abby Muse back in. And here is Jacobs. You're looking at a very good player as she misses the free throw. More than likely will be an All-Mountain West selection this season. And we talked about what I think of her. I think a future player of the year in conference is Mia Jacobs. Here is Bays working on Keely Brown. Bulldogs down 2. They've held Boise State scoreless so far in this second quarter. Hall in, left-hand layup, missed it. Good defense from Tamia Strickland as Trista Hall, the junior, has just checked in for the first time. 6.5 remaining until halftime. Bulldogs chance to tie or take the lead this trip. They go to Mia. Three-pointer, high arcer, no. Rebound inside is Hall. That's a good box out by Trista, and what a tempo. Narrow across the timeline. Boise will look to push inside. They go to Muse. Left-hand layup. She just missed it. That was a bunny. Mia gave it to her because you're not going to pick up your third foul, and Muse missed it. Ja crosses over. Head fake. Shovels it inside. Tamia couldn't catch it. Turnover against the Dogs. There's 7. 6 minutes left here in the first half. 2-point game. Boise up 19-17, but they have not scored this quarter. Backdoor cut. That's thrown out of bounds. Turnover number 8 against the Broncos. Detman will check in. Jacobs will take a break. Kylie Fox will take a break as Franca checks in, and Tasia's going to check in for Ja. I mean, the pace that this is at, both coaches are going to be definitely using their substitutions. Santa Maria back in. Young lady from Canada, the freshman. Here's Keely Brown, right wing, on top to Franca. Franca gives it to Tasia, who's guarded by Narrow. Boise in a man. Franca's got it right wing, takes to the basket. Muse got her up, but it didn't matter. Muse still blocked the shot. Out to Tasia. Three-pointer, right wing, short. Rebound, Franca back out to Tasia. Keely left wing. Dogs down 2. Chance to tie or take the lead this trip. Tamia to Tasia Santa Maria. Tasia to the bucket. Out to Keely left baseline. Keely leaves it for Franca. Franca with 5 on the shot clock. 4, 3. He's got to force a 3. Banked it in. High arcer off the glass, and the Bulldogs have retaken the lead 20-19, outscoring Boise State 9-0 this quarter. High-low, looking in for Muse. That's thrown out of bounds by Trista Hull. Turnover number 9 against Boise State here in this first half. Bulldogs have scored 8 points off of the previous 8 turnovers. 20-19 Dogs, under 5 to play until half. Keely, right wing. Slings it to Tamia Strickland. Left wing. Now it's Tasia Santa Maria. Here's Tasia to Franca. Baseline to Sid. Sid's guarded by Muse. Out to Keely. Shot clock's at 10. Keely will take it to the basket. Goes up, right hand off the glass. Missed the layup. That was a good take by Keely. And then a reach-in foul from behind by Keely Brown. That'll be her first. And that'll lead to a timeout on the floor. 4:36 to play here in the first half. Bulldogs have held Boise State scoreless this second quarter. 9-0, they're outscoring them. It's 20-19 Bulldogs. It's Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield. Bulldog Bread is the official NIL collective of Fresno State Athletics. To support student athletes, visit Bulldog, that's BREAD.com. Bulldogs up 20-19, 4:36 to play here in the first half. Taylor, what's going on the sideline?
Talking to the coaching staff, specifically about Keely Brown before the game, she said, we have so many newcomers. Keely brings the experience of being in the program for a few years. She knows the system. She's like another coach on the floor, and she's actually the only player on this team that has been in a championship game.
That is a fact. Fresno State played this team at Boise State the year before Keely came, but Keely was on the team when they took on Wyoming, as that's a three-point make by Pasco. That's her third triple. We said coming in 46% from three. She's 3 of 4 from downtown. You got to know where she's at all times. It's 22-20 Boise State. That was their first points of this second quarter. Here's Santa Maria. Baseline, Keely. Open look, left wing. That's no good. Rebound, Franca. Good offensive rebound. Out to Tasia. Back to Keely. Keely lost it, got it back. Now she'll give it to Santa Maria. Good extra pass. Franca's three. Right wing, no good. Rebound, Krista Hull inside. Bulldogs are 2 of 12 from 3 in the first half. They're getting good looks. And you're going to get a foul underneath. That was Tamia battling with Muse. That'll be Strickland's first personal foul. That'll be the 13th foul against Fresno State. Bulldogs down 22-20. 3:36 to play here in the first half. Binta Jata will check in for Strickland. First action of the day for the 6'1" junior from Sally Senegal. Binta's best game in conference play was against San Jose State on the road. She was honestly one of the big reasons they won that game. Here's Trista Hull. Swings it out. On right side, it's Hansen. A screen from Muse. Turns the corner, goes up left hand. Got it. Hansen, her first bucket, and it's 24-20. Boise State up. 3:20 left here in the first half. Kylie Fox will check in on the next dead ball for Fresno State. Here's Tasia Santa Maria. Swings it left wing to Franca. Franca looks in at Sid. Now back to Santa Maria. Shot clock's at 10. Keely on the right wing. They're working against his zone. Wittenberg high post. Keely floats. That's her spot. Right baseline three. Good. She loves the baseline three, does Keely Brown. Came in 39% from downtown. That's her first 3 points of the game. Bulldogs down 1, 24-23. Pull-up jumper. That's good. Knocked down by the sophomore Bays. She's got 5. Bulldogs down 26-23. 2:35 to play here in the first half. Keely Brown to Tasia Santa Maria. Tasia swings it over to Wittenberg. Jata posting up against Muse. Cross-court pass to Keely. Keely fakes the shot. Now Santa Maria's got a top of the key. Tasia turns the corner to the right baseline. Franca to Keely. Good pass. Sid, shot on the left baseline. That's no good. That's a good look inside. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jata. And it'll be Boise State basketball. Bulldogs are actually out-rebounding the Broncos 16-12 here in the first half. 8 offensive rebounds for the Dogs compared to just 1 for Boise State. The problem is the Broncos are shooting 61% from the floor, Bulldogs 34%. And in this 3-game losing streak, that's kind of been the story for Fresno State, is it's been shooting the basketball, especially on Saturday against Wyoming. 2:10 left here in the first half. Narrow. That's offensive. She's done that a couple times tonight using that off arm. I said when Ja was guarding her, she has to be careful, and the officials got her on that one. So that'll be her first personal, second team foul against Boise State. Bulldogs down 3, 2 minutes left here until halftime. Tasia to Ja. Ja, one dribble pull up, mid-range game from Ja. That's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded inside by Muse. Here comes Nero into the front court with the dribble. Boise State has made their last 3 field goals here in this second quarter after they were held scoreless until the media timeout. Bays has it. On that right wing, kicks it. Here's Pasco, the sharpshooter. Looks inside. Muse one-on-one. Jacobs has to just give her ground because she doesn't want to pick up the 3rd foul, and that's a layup for Muse. She's got 6, and it's 28-23. Bulldogs down 5. Minute 20 left here in the first half. Bulldogs trailed after one by 8. They took the lead 20-19. They now trail by 5. Jota in the paint, goes up. That shot is blocked by Muse. And that ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Fresno State. And Muse has been a problem inside for the Dogs defensively. She was the Defensive Player of the Year last year. She's already got 4 blocks here in this first half. Came in averaging over 2 a game. Second in the conference in blocks per game. Ja, what a steal. Came across and picked it. Ja will push. She got a 3-on-1 bounce pass. Tasia back to Ja. Layup, good. Ja Harvey, Tasia, a little 2-man action. And the Bulldogs trail 28-25. 45 seconds left here in the first half. On top, it's Trista Hall working against Mia Jacobs, who's got those 3 fouls. To Nero. Nero will back it out to midcourt, goes to Hall and gets a running start. No attack, Mia. Left-hand layup, right-hand layup, no good. Rebound, Bays. Goes inside, Jota poked it away. Shot clock's at 7. High post to Hall. They look inside at Muse. Hall to the basket, right hand, no. Rebound with 1 second, and she was out of bounds. Muse got the rebound and shoveled it over to Trista Hall, who was stepping on the baseline. 20.4 left here in the second quarter. Bulldogs down 28-25. Tasia swings it right side to Ja. Ja with 10 seconds. Ja on the right wing. Cross courts it to Mia. Mia, couple of dribbles, leaves it to Tasia. There's 4 seconds left. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Ja's got to force a 3, no good. And that's how the first half ends. Bulldogs will trail by 3, 28-25 at the break. Outscoring Boise State in the second quarter, 14-9, after they trailed by 8. After 1 quarter of play. Fresno State did a much better job in that second quarter, defensively holding Boise State to just 9. Taylor Martinez alongside Associate Coach Mandy Carver. Taylor?
Coach, you trail by 3, but we saw your offense really come alive in the second quarter. What adjustments did you make?
Well, it really helps when we have Mia Jacobs on the floor. So her getting 2 early fouls, calm her down, let her watch a little bit, see, the adjustments she can make, and then get her out there. I thought our defense to start the second quarter was a really big for us. We were able to hold them to, no field goals for the first 4 minutes or so, and that allowed our offense to be a lot better.
De'Aujane Harvey came off the bench. She scored 8 points for you. She's doing great on the defensive end as well. Just what kind of spark has she been this season for you off the bench?
Yeah, we love having Ja come in the game, come off the bench. She gives us a lot of things at the rim. She has a great pull-up, and she's pretty little in there and quick and shifty and hard for defenders to find her.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Matt.
Thanks, Taylor. We are at the half, 28-25. Boise State with the lead. We'll come back. We'll have the halftime stats and some highlights from that first half. Bulldogs trailing by 3. It's Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield. And we welcome you back to the Save Mart Center. We are at the half. It's 28-25. Boise State leading Fresno State. Bulldogs trailed by 8 after the first quarter, 19-11, and then outscored Boise State 14-9 in quarter number 2. Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Norville. Taylor Martinez has been running sidelines for us here today. And in that first half for Fresno State, the story, like it was on Saturday, was just how they were shooting the basketball. The Bulldogs did a good job, though, of staying in this one, even though Mia Jacobs, who is their best scorer coming in, got into some early foul trouble in that first quarter. Bulldogs still only shot in the 30 percentile range, 33% to be exact, in that first quarter or first half. And Boise State, they shot 57% in that first half. I thought one of the keys coming in was how you defend the three-point shot. Boise State shot 57% from 3. Bulldogs, they shot just 21% from 3 as you take a look at the numbers on your screen. Fresno State was 3 of 14 from downtown. Boise State was 4 of 7 from downtown. That bottom number, 12 turnovers for the Broncos, which led to 10 points off of turnovers for the Dogs. Fresno State turned it over 7 times. Boise State only scored 3. It's a 3-point lead at the half for Boise State, 28-25. Let's take a look at the first half highlights in this one as we talk about some of the individual numbers. And De'Aujane Harvey for the Dogs was the spark plug in the game. And she had 8 in the first half. That's how we got things started. Kylie Fox knocking down that triple. But it was Pasco. If you didn't know about this young lady, get to know her. 9 points in that first half, 3 of 4 from 3. She's got a quick trigger, man. Came in shooting 46% from downtown. Bulldogs defense was outstanding. They want to get more fast break points. Only got 4 in that first half. You want to see that number much higher, but this young lady has been very good. Diogene Harvey off the bench leads the Dogs with 8 points. And for Boise State, they're led in scoring by Pasco's 9. And points in the paint, that's another number you look at. With the longer Boise State team, they're only outscoring the Bulldogs in the paint 14-12. So Fresno State in that first half did a good job of still attacking, even though you've got a Defensive Player of the Year in Muse inside. So we are at the half. It is Boise State leading by 3, 28-25. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll talk about the bat and ball sports coming up. This is Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield. Pitcher. We are at the half. It's 28-25. Boise State leading at Fresno State. Let's take a look at what's going on around the Mountain West Conference. This scoreboard update is brought to you by Bud Light. On game day and every day, Bud Light is easy to drink and easy to enjoy. In the fourth quarter at Air Force, it's Air Force leading Colorado State 41-37. Then you've got Nevada defeating Utah State 16-8. That game's in Reno. That game's in the first quarter. And the big one of the night, it's Wyoming and UNLV. Battle of first place. Both teams 7-1 in conference play. It's 15 up at the end of the first quarter. That game's being played in Vegas. And one final for you today. New Mexico defeated San Jose State 65-54 on the road. So that's another win for New Mexico as they continue to look impressive. And they're the only school that defeated UNLV and Wyoming this season. UNLV and Wyoming have one loss, both of them to New Mexico. So when you take a look at the standings, you got UNLV and Wyoming up top of the conference at 7-1 apiece. Then it's New Mexico with that win tonight. They're 7-2. Nevada sits there in fourth at 5-3. San Diego State, who's off tonight, they're 5-4. Colorado State's 4-4, tied with Boise State. Then you've got Fresno State, who is 3-5, are the Dogs. And then after Fresno State, you've got Air Force 2-6, San Jose State 1-6, and Utah State is 0-8. We get closer to the second half. Bulldogs trailing by 3, and it's important for Fresno State this third quarter. That has been a story this season for Fresno State in conference play. They have been outscored in the third quarter and by 22 points this season. So you want to have a good third quarter if you're the Dogs. They had a good start in that second quarter, held Boise State scoreless until the media timeout, outscored Boise State 14-9, but the Dogs need to put some points up. Just 25 points for really a high-octane offense for Fresno State in that first half, and a lot of it has to do with the good defense of Boise State. But still on the flip side, Bulldogs got up 33 shots in that first half. That is 12 more than Boise State, and they trail by 3. It'll be Boise State basketball to start here in this third quarter. Bulldogs leading scorer is Diogene Harvey off the bench with 8. For Boise State, it's Pasco who's got 9. Muse, the Defensive Player of the Year last season, has 4 blocks in that first half. Bulldogs are out rebounding, and Boise State in this one on the offensive glass, 8-3, which has led to 5 second chance points. And Boise State is actually out rebounding Fresno State for the game, though, 17-16. Bulldogs will be in the whites with the red numbers. Boise State in that road black uniforms with the blue numbers and the orange outline. The Broncos, as you see Muse on your screen, the Defensive Player of the Year last season, they'll be moving to our right, and Fresno State will be moving to our left. Lineup on the floor for Boise State. It's going to be their starting lineup that they had this game. Hansen, Nero, Pasco, Lalat, and Muse. For Fresno State, they're going to go with Tamia Strickland, Tasia Santa Maria, Kylie Fox, Keely Brown, and Nia Jacobs. And that's the starting 5 for the Dogs. And we are underway here in this third quarter. Nero swings it on the right sideline to Pasco. Here's Pasco at the top. We'll swing it to Muse. Muse on that left wing. Here's Lalat, guarded by Tamia. Bulldogs in a man. Nero on the right wing. Shot clock's at 15. Here's Pasco. Tamia had to switch up. Hansen dribbles on the baseline. Keeley, good defense, cutting off the baseline. They look inside to Lalat. Lalat, left-hand layup is good. She was posting up Tamia. Bulldogs have started small. They've got Tamia playing the 4 and Mia playing the 5. And it's 30-25. Bulldogs down by 5, 9:20 to play here in this third quarter. Tamia floats it in the paint, missed it with the left hand, and it's rebounded by Muse. That's a good look from Tamia. Lalott beats everyone down the floor. Right-hand layup, no good, and then got her offensive miss. Pasco open three. That's no good. Rebound inside. Loose, still loose, and grabbed by Boise State. Cross-court dangerous pass, complete to Hansen. Pull up in the paint is good. And the Bulldogs off to a little bit of a slow start here early. 4 in a row for Boise State. A minute gone. It's 32-25 here in this third quarter. Tasia gets it to Mia. Open look, good look from Mia. Good. There you go. Mia Jacobs. She's got 5. Spent most of the first half in foul trouble. Here's Boise State in transition. Narrow open from the top of the key. That's no good. Good box out by Tamia. Rebounded by Kylie Fox. 8.5 to play in the third. Dogs trail 32-28. Both these teams like to get up and down. And you heard one of the keys coming into this one was transition, offense, and defense. Kylie attacked the shot blocker and got to the rim. Kylie's got 5. Bulldogs down 2. That pass is stolen away by Mia. You got a 3-on-2 up ahead. Keeley's going to attack the shot blocker. Left-hand layup. We're tied at 32. Defense to offense. There's your transition. That's 6 fast break points in this one for the Dogs. Tied up at 32. And that pass is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Boise State. Sid is going to check in for Tamia. Danny Bays will check in for Hansen for Boise State. Both these teams got some youth on it. I know for Boise, you look at Muse, Lalott, and Nero. They're all seniors, but after that, it's basically all sophomores. Fresno State's got a lot of freshmen and sophomore as well. Here's Nero. Swings it right side to Pasco. Pasco guarded by Kylie Fox. Here's Muse. They look high-low inside Lalott, working on Detman. Keeley came across, knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by Keeley Brown. That's good help defense inside. 7 seconds on the shot clock. We're tied at 32 here in the third. 7:43 remaining. Nero looking to get it in. Looking, gets it to Pasco, guarded by Kylie. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pasco to the basket, floats it. That was blocked by Kylie, and it goes out of bounds. Shot clock violation. That's good defense from Kylie Fox. Bulldogs in the midst of a 7-0 run the last minute 10. Tasia into the front court, right side to Kylie Fox. Kylie gets a screen from Sid. Cross courts it to Keeley Brown on left baseline. Keeley crosses over, working, swings it opposite, and you're going to get a blocking foul called on Bays as she was trying to cut off the baseline, and Keeley Brown shakes her head and says, yeah, I got fouled. That was on the pass, so the Bulldogs will inbound under their own basket on the right side. Second foul on Bays, first team foul this second half. Off the out-of-bounds ball coming our direction as it hits the television monitor. 7:22 left here in the third. That's turnover number 8 against the Dogs. Off the out-of-bounds. Tasia was lobbing that in for Mia, and it went out to us as you see head coach Jamie White on your screen. They'll trap now. The Bulldogs in a trapping defense. Muse, high post, kicks it. Can't leave her. Pasco open 3. That's short. Rebounded by Mia Jacobs. Pasco 3 of 6 from 3 tonight. Mia catches it top of the key, working on Lalott. Mia to the basket, out to Keeley. Loves the left baseline. 3, halfway down. Rebounded by Sid. Sid, reverse layup inside, missed it. Keeley went up in the air, went off her chest, and it's grabbed by Nero. 32 up, 6:48 to play here in this third quarter. Inside the lot on Mia. Abused the physicality and just knocked Mia out of the way and got the layup. That's 4 for Lalott. She was a Mountain West honorable mention last season. The 6'1 senior from France. That snaps a 7-0 run the Dogs are on. 6.5 to play here in the third. It's a tight one here at the Save Mart Center. Here's Keeley, top of the key, thought about it. Now Kylie's wide open, 3, right wing, no good. Rebound Muse. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mia Jacobs, and it'll be Boise State basketball. Bulldogs have had a couple of wide open looks tonight. They're 4 of 17 from 3. That's 24%. Head coach Jamie White is yelling at the official. The official is paused, looking at Coach White. Not sure what she was arguing about, but the official took. But the official, they're going to blow the whistle and make it a side out of bounds. Oh, they're looking at the clock. That's what's going on. It says 6:12 on the game clock. The shot clock says 24, so that's going to get Diogene Harvey in. Keeley Brown will take a seat. So Muse will throw it in. As you see, Head coach Gordy Presnell in his 19th season for Boise State. He's got a career record of 347 and 235. Pasco head fake from 3, and she walked. Most common travel in basketball is that head fake, and before you put the ball down, you shuffle the feet. Officials a lot of times look for that on head fakes. And that's a turnover against Boise State, their 15th. 6 minutes remaining here in the third. Bulldogs down 34-32. Jaws back in. She's got 8 to lead the Dogs. Kylie Fox has it at the top of the key. Here's Ja Harvey working against Bays. Crosses over. Ja, pull-up jumper off the glass. Missed it. Rebound. Sid grabs it off the glass and in. Offensive putback by Detman. This was the first game all season Sid did not start. They decided to go with Tamia instead, and we are tied at 34. Narrow, top of the key, right side. Here's Pasco. High-low they go. Muse at the elbow. Turns, takes the shot. That's no good. Rebound. Mia boxed out and got the rebound. Mia Jacobs comes in 7th in conference in rebounding at over 7 rebounds a game and 5th in scoring at 17 a game in conference play. Here is Santa Maria. Here is Jacobs working against Law. Takes to the basket. Good bounce pass. Detman layup. Easy money. Sharing is caring, and the Bulldogs doing a good job of passing the basketball here in this second half. 36-34, 5 minutes left here in the third. There's Pasco on the left baseline. Bulldogs are in his zone. Narrow top of the key, right side, they go to Bays. Here's the lock, good find inside. Muse, layup, missed it inside. Offensive rebound, no, it's knocked out of bounds by Lalott. And there's a timeout on the floor. I love it when these two teams play. It's always entertaining. And we've got another fun one here. 4:47 to play here in the third. 36-34. Fresno State up 2. It's Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield. 36-34, Fresno State up 2. Back here at the Save Mart Center. And every three-point make today is brought to you by Save Mart. Serving Fresno and the Central Valley for over 70 years. Save Mart, Valley Fresh, Valley Made, Valley Proud. Bulldogs lead by 2 with 4:47 to play here in the third. Binta Jata is back into the game for Fresno State. Taylor, you've got more on Binta.
When I asked Binta if she has anything that she does every game day, any routine, she said she always calls her mom before every game. Her mom played professional basketball for the Indiana Fever, so she really understands what Binta's going through, and she's able to calm her down before games.
That's so important. Family is always important. Here's Jacobs in the paint, half hook. That's muscled. Mia Jacobs, she's got 9 on 4 of 8 from the floor. Spent the first half in foul trouble with those 2 early ones, but that's what Mia can do. Bulldogs up 4. This is their largest lead so far in this game. Here's Pasco, quick trigger, three-pointer. That's short, rebound inside. That's the third personal on Mia with 4:06 to play here in the third. And we'll see what head coach Jamie White wants to do. He's going to leave Mia in for the time being. Tamia's going to run to the scorer's table. She'll check in on the next dead ball. So Jacobs got to be careful with those 3. Don't want to pick up your 4th. Off the out-of-bounds pass deflected by Mia and stolen by Kylie. They give it to Ja. Ja with her head up. Bulldogs up 4. 4 minutes remaining in the third. Here's Kylie Fox, right wing. One dribble to Mia. Mia picks up her dribble. Lobs it in. Jata one-on-one against Thompson. There's that rip-through. Jata so good going to the basket. They call that before the shot on Tatum Thompson. That's her second personal. Tamia Strickland's going to check in, and Mia's got to take a seat with those 3 fouls. 3:52 remaining here in the third. It's a good substitution by head coach Jamie White. Just don't want to see Mia pick up her 4th. She might come back in here in this third quarter, but you want to at least sit her for a couple minutes. Jata had the ball stripped and stolen. Beats slow to get up. Ja hustles back and puts pressure on Thompson. Ja now will guard narrow. Left wing, here is Bays. Bays wants a screen. Good show from Tamia. Inside they go to Thompson. Thompson works it into the paint. Kicks it opposite. Pass was deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Ja. Her hands are everywhere. Bulldogs in the midst of a 6-0 run the last 2 minutes. They're on a 13-2 run the last 5. They lead by 4, 38-34. Outscoring Boise State this quarter 13-6. Narrow off the out of bounds. Ja is everywhere, man. Got to know where she's at. Here's Thompson, one-on-one against Binta. That is a foul on Binta. Binta got a lot of ball. Thompson reacted like she got hit, so we'll have to see. Maybe Binta caught her on the elbow. As you look at Jata, That's her first personal, second team foul. And that puts Tatum Thompson at the line, the sophomore from Washington. Free throw is no good. Boise State as a team came in 71% as a team. Tonight they are 0 of 4 from the line. Thompson's next one, missed them both, and that'll be last touch by Jata as Muse was on the back of Binta. Binta couldn't grab it. Both free throws missed, but Broncos keep possession. Pasco to inbound. They get it into Muse. To Pasco, open three, baseline. That is no good. Rebound on the floor. An offensive rebound for Boise State. Thompson takes it all the way to the hoop on Tamia, and she is fouled. And so this possession has favored Boise State. 3 chances on this possession, and Thompson, who just went 0 of 2 at the line, is back at the line where she is 0 of 3 here today. She came in a 77% free throw shooter. Free throw from Thompson is good. Got to box out if you're the Dogs. 38-35, 3:11 to play here in the third. Next one. Both are made. So it's 38-36. Fresno State had a chance to get, if they got the defensive rebound, to get out with the ball up 4. Instead, they're up 2 with 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Kylie Fox baseline to Tamia Strickland. Boise State in his own defense. Ja has it left wing to Franca. Franca, couple of dribbles right side between the legs. Picks up her dribble to Ja. Shot clock's under 10. High post Tamia. Tamia, ball in her left hand. Kicks out to Kylie. Kylie's got to launch a 3. That is short. Caught the rim though. Jata inside. Left hand layup's good. Jata with the putback. Her first field goal. Dogs up 4, 40-36. 2.5 to play here in the third. Bulldogs have done it on the offensive glass. 11 offensive rebounds. 3-pointer. That's knocked in by Tatum Thompson. She's in double figures. First player either way. She's got 10. 40-39, Dogs up 1. It's always fun when these two teams play, man. And we got another good one here tonight. Wittenberg, double high screen, gets to the elbow, out to Tamia. Tamia, couple of dribbles between the legs, gets into the paint, throws it into Jata. Jata's got to go up over Muse, missed everything, rebounded inside by Tatum Thompson. Chance for Boise State to retake the lead. Thompson, the trailer, didn't want the 3. She'll take it to the basket. Wittenberg thought there was a walk. Thompson finishes it off the glass, and that's Tatum Thompson. And a timeout, Fresno State. Boise State has retaken the lead, 41-40. A minute 46 to play here in the third. This is Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield. And welcome back to the Save Mart Center. Dogs now trail by a point, 41-40, as Tatum Thompson is in double figures for the 4th time here this season. And it's Fresno State down by a point. Sid Detman, the 6'2 junior from Floyd, Montana, who's got some size for the Dogs. Taylor, you got more on Sid.
I was talking to Mia Jacobs about what kind of leader Sydney Detman has been this season, and she said she's really found her voice as a vocal leader, and she can give her opinions and her critiques to the team, and no one takes it the wrong way. They respect her opinion because they know she only wants what's best for them as players and for the program as a whole.
Mia Jacobs back in, as is Keely Brown, Tasia Santa Maria, Kylie Fox, and Sid. Those are the 5 on the floor for the Dogs. Looking inside, that's thrown away, stolen by Thompson. Thompson's had a big game after she was held scoreless, and that'll be an offensive foul called against Thompson. Thompson just continues to attack. Head coach Gordy Presnell says, hey, Tasia was inside the circle. So on Thompson, that'll be her 3rd personal. She's got 13 here tonight, does Thompson. Boise State up 41-40. Technical foul called on Coach Gordy Presnell. Both of these coaches have been getting close to getting tech. And head coach for Boise State just picked up the technical. So Mia Jacobs is going to step to the line for Fresno State. I always wondered who would shoot the techs for Fresno State. You got Mia comes in 75%. Tasia Santa Maria for the Dogs comes in 82%. Free throw is made by Mia. It's 41 up. Jacobs makes them both. So Bulldogs retake the lead 42-41. Jacobs in double figures. She's got 11. It's her 15th game of double figures this season. The young lady from Australia, the transfer from LaSalle. Bulldogs up 42-41. Minute 20 to play here in this third quarter, and what's been an entertaining affair, like usual, when these two teams play. Keeley will turn the corner, fakes the shot. Mia, three-pointer, that is short. Rebound, Tatum Thompson. Here is Nero. A minute 5 to play here in the third. Bulldogs in a man. Tasia putting pressure on Nero. They'll swing it to Thompson. Thompson working on Mia to the basket. That's a foul on Sid. And Thompson just continues to attack. She's 4 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 1 from 3, and she will be at the line for a couple of free throws. As you look at Sid Detman on your screen. Thompson made her last 2 free throws, and we're tied at 42 as she knocks the first one in. 14 now for Thompson. 59.8 left here in the third. Bulldogs will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Made them both. Boise State retakes the lead 43-42. Boise State had the lead at halftime by 3. Bulldogs trail by 1. Sid on the baseline, doesn't want it. They work it around. Shot clock's at 20. Keeley Brown a mile from the basket. Gives it to Kylie Fox. Kylie on that right wing to Keeley Brown. Here's Santa Maria. Santa swings it. Kylie baseline, Sid, mid-range game. Right baseline, that's an air ball. Rebounded by Tatum, and Boise State throws the ball out of bounds with 33.8 left. That's turnover number 18 against Boise State. Bulldogs winning the points off of turnovers 16-5 tonight. Fresno State's only turned it over 10 times. Boise State 18. There's a 3.8 second differential between shot clock and game clock, so you can pretty much run it almost all the way down. Tasia dribbling it right at the Bulldog logo, middle of the floor. Shot clock's under 20, game clock now at 20. Jacobs has it. Bulldogs down 43-42. Sid will catch, fakes the handoff to Jacobs. They look for Kylie, now they run it over to Mia. Mia on the right wing. Shot clock's at 5, at 4. Mia had it stripped and stolen. Up ahead to Tatum Thompson with 4 seconds. Tatum goes up, missed the layup. Kylie did a good job not fouling. They'll throw to Sid. Sid at the buzzer. They say no, the shot was not off in time. What a quarter. Bulldogs outscored Boise State 17-15. We head to the fourth. Broncos up by a point, 43-42. It's Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield. And welcome back to the Save Mart Center. 43-42, Boise State leading the Bulldogs after 3 quarters. And this broadcast is brought to you by Golden Eagle Charter. When looking for a motor coach or executive transportation, trust Golden Eagle Charter, proud partner of Fresno State Athletics. Well, Kylie Fox was one of our difference-making dogs coming in. Taylor, you got more on Kylie.
Talking to the coaching staff about Kylie, they said, yes, she's a freshman, but she really prepares like a pro. She puts in that extra time in the gym. And they said they can always expect her to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, Kylie tonight has 5 points. She's knocked down a triple, but she's been doing it defensively. Here's Jacobs inside, working against Muse. Goes up off the glass, no, got her own miss. It got hit by Thompson, and if that is on Thompson, that's her 4th. And that's a big 4th foul. You have 2 key players both ways in foul trouble. Mia's got 3. Thompson now has, our stats say 4. Is that her 3rd? And they will say it's actually her 3rd. So that's good news if you're a Boise State fan. Kylie looking to get it in, close to a 5, and it is a 5. Turnover for Fresno State with the 9:46 to play here in the fourth. Boise State has the ball up 1 as you see head coach Jamie White not happy with that one. Here's Nero. High post, Thompson. Pull-up jumper in the paint, no good. Rebounded Santa Maria. Tasia will bring it into the front court. 30 seconds gone here in the fourth. Tasia step through out to Ja. Doesn't want the 3. Ja kicks it. What a catch by Sid. Sid backs her way down, goes up over Pasco and missed it. Here comes Boise State, up 43-42. Pass, open 3 left baseline. That's not Pasco. That ball was deflected all the way into the backcourt. It's a foot race. Tasia dives for it, loose on the floor, and it's grabbed by Boise State. Up ahead, here's Pasco right wing. That last 3 was taken by Hansen on that baseline, actually. Here is Nero. Inside they go. Thompson goes up, and she is hammered by Sid. And Thompson will be at the line for 2. So Sid will pick up her 3rd personal foul. First team foul. Jata will check in. Sid will take a seat. Coach White thought Sid was straight up on that one, and Thompson is back at the foul line where she is 4 of 7 tonight. 15 points, leads all scorers, does this sophomore. Free throw is good. 44-42, Boise State. Bulldogs outscored Boise State the last 2 quarters. The Broncos outscored the Bulldogs by 8 in that first quarter. Both free throws made. It's a 3-point lead for the Broncos. Fresno State's lost their last 3 games. Boise State their last 2. So both teams looking for a dub. 45-42 Broncos, and a tech called on head coach Jamie White. And that is a big technical with 8:46 to play here in the 4th. So now both coaches have gotten a tech. It'll be Boise State that will go to the line for 2 free throws. And they will get possession of the basketball here in the 4th quarter. Free throw is good by Hansen. 46-42. Next one is good. And it's Boise State ball, so they will now have the ball up 5 with 8:46 to play here in the 4th. Thompson to inbound. Narrow will bring it across the timeline, guarded by Santa Maria. Bulldogs have been outscored 4-0 this quarter. Thompson, 3-pointer right wing, good, and that is a big turnaround. It's an 8-point game, 50-42, timeout Fresno State. 8:32 left here in the 4th. It's Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield. Boise State leads 50-42, 8:32 to play here in the 4th. Fresno State has not scored a point yet, and they've been outscored 7-0. Bulldogs are really happy with their recruiting class this season. They love the freshmen they got, and one in particular, they like the point guard, Tasia Santa Maria. Taylor, you've got more on Tasia.
When asking Tasia about the pressure of being a freshman point guard, she said one of the reasons that she chose Fresno State was because of the family aspect and the feeling of community and her teammates, and she knew that she was going to need that support this season.
Bulldogs trail by 8. Thompson for Boise State has a season's best 20 points in this one. She's the only player in double figures for Boise State. For Fresno State, Jacobs has 11. Dogs down 8, looking for their first points of this 4th quarter. Kylie fakes the 3, dribbles baseline. Tasia fakes the 3, now on the left wing. Tasia in the paint, bounce pass. Ja floats it, missed it. Rebound, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson for Boise State. Bulldogs will have 20 seconds on the shot clock. 8:06 to play in the 4th, down 50-42. Kylie will throw it into Jata. Jata in the paint, working on Muse, kicks it to Tasia. It's man for Boise State. They've shifted from man to zone a couple of times here today. Tasia throws it out to Kylie. Kylie back to Tasia, right wing. Shot clock's under 10. Tasia will launch a 3. That is short. Rebound deflected and grabbed by Hansen, and Boise State up 8 with the ball. 7:45 to play here in the 4th. Hansen, top of the key, swings it right side. Here is Pasco, right wing, leaves it out on top, high-low. That's thrown out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Boise State, their 19th. Bulldogs have scored 16 points of the previous 18 turnovers they've forced, outscoring Boise State 16-5. Need a bucket, though. Haven't scored in 2.5 to start this quarter, trailing by 8. After it was a 1-point game heading into the 4th. Ja's got it. Swings it to Kylie Fox. Here's Mia to Ja. Ja goes baseline all the way to the back bucket, and she is fouled on the play. That'll be the 2nd team foul against Boise State. They have that on Maya Hansen. That's Hansen's 2nd. Thompson will take a break for Boise State as Lalott comes in. Here's Jata. Gives it to Ja. Ja, mid-range, right side, in and out, no good. Bulldogs can't buy a bucket here in this 4th quarter. 0 of 4 from the floor, and they have not scored in the first 3 minutes of this quarter. They trail by 8. Broncos have the basketball. Narrow swings it left side. It's Pasco. Pasco working against Kylie Fox. Up top, it's Hansen. Right side to Muse. Muse will swing it to Narrow. Narrow looks inside. Good help by Mia Jacobs. Baseline to Pasco, working on Kylie all the way to the basket, and she is fouled before the shot. They call that on Kylie Fox. That's her first personal. So Kylie will take a seat. Keely Brown will check in. That's the second team foul on the Dogs. Tamia Strickland will check in for Fresno State. And Mia Jacobs is going to get a break with 6:42 to play here in the fourth. So they'll take out Mia. 50-42 at Boise State. Hansen has the ball knocked out of bounds by Ja. Ja using those quick hands. After today, Bulldogs will be on the road. They'll travel to Logan, Utah to take on Utah State on Saturday. That's the upcoming game for Fresno State. Cross-court pass, Nero working on Tasia. Gets into the paint, floats it off the glass, no. Offensive rebound, Nero. Kicks it out on top. That was almost stolen by Ja. Pull-up jumper from the foul line is no good. Rebound inside, and you're going to get an over-the-back called on Muse as Tamia is working hard inside, trying to box out Abby Muse, who stands 6'3". That's her first personal. Franca Wittenberg is checked in. Santa Maria will take a seat. Boise State after tonight, they'll be home against San Jose State and then take on Wyoming, but they got a nice little break. That game against San Jose State's not till the 7th of February. Jata takes it to the basket, out to Keeley to Franca. Bulldogs still haven't scored this quarter. Tamia's three, left side, that's an air ball, and that goes out of bounds off of Hansen. Bulldogs held scoreless the first 4 minutes of the fourth, but they only trail by 8. That's because they've held Boise State scoreless the last 2.5. 50-42. Got to get it in. Ja gets open on that left baseline. Shot clock's at 7. Vinta's going to go to work. Spin move off the glass with the left hand. Nice move by Jata. And there's your first 2 points of the quarter. 50-44. Boise State up 6. 5:45 to play here in the fourth. Nero in the front court working against Ja. Swings it right wing. High-low, they go inside. Lalott is hammered, and Lalott will be at the line for 2. That'll be the 4th team foul against Fresno State, as Lalott goes to the line for 2 free throws. So it'll be bonus situation for Boise, and that's because of that tech earlier. That is also a team foul. So Lalott will be at the line. Free throw from Lalott is no good. Boise State tonight, 8 of 14 from the line. Lalott came in a 56% free throw shooter. She is 0 of 3 tonight. Missed them both. Rebound to Mia. Bulldogs down 6 with the ball. 5.5 remaining here in the fourth. Tamia Strickland, dribble handoff to Keeley. To Ja. Ja turns the corner, bounce pass. Tamia, reverse layup, missed it. Muse might have distracted her. And here comes Nero. Muse was wide open. They kick it out. Open 3. Right wing, no. Rebound inside. Off of who? Last touch by Tamia. Boise State's bigs are so tough on the glass. Mia Jacobs will check in. Tamia will take a seat. She's battling hard tonight. Is Tamia Strickland, giving up a lot of size inside, but working hard on the glass. Looking to get it inbounds. They get it. Good defense. Oh, they call a block on Keeley. That'll put Pasco at the line for 2 free throws as the Bulldogs are over the foul limit. I thought Keeley did a good job cutting off the baseline, but the official says no, so that puts a really good shooter at the foul line. She's 81% coming in, Pasco. She's got 9 points, 3 of 8 from 3, 3 of 10 from the floor for their leading scorer coming in. Free throw coming from Pasco. It's good. 51-44, Broncos up over the Bulldogs. First of 2 meetings between these two. Fresno State will be making the trip to Boise in February. Both free throws made, Dogs back down 8. 5:05 to play here in the fourth. Wittenberg across the timeline with the dribble. Against the zone, Jata right wing. They look inside. That pass too hot to handle, too high for Jacobs. And a turnover against Fresno State, their 13th. 4:57 to play here in the fourth quarter. Jata will take a seat. Sid is in. Bulldogs need a couple of stops. A lot of time left in this one, but it's starting to get late. Nero will bring it up for the Broncos of Boise State. Ja putting pressure. Bulldogs are over the foul limit, though, so you got to be careful. Here's Muse working against Sid. Double high screen. They give it to Hansen. Hansen turns the corner, working on Sid. Gets to that left block. Nowhere to go. Needs help. Bounce it to Muse. Muse works it. Shovels it over to Thompson. Franca just fell down. Open three. Narrow. That's no good. Long rebound. And it's grabbed by Boise State. Broncos. That's another offensive rebound. Their 10th of the night. Here's Pasco. Oh, no help. Three-pointer. That's no good on the right wing. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos. But Boise State is attacking the offensive glass. 4:18 to play here in the fourth. Atasia Santa Maria is going to check in for Fresno State. There should not be a break. The officials already have taken that break with the timeout. So Atasia will check in and Franca Wittenberg will take a seat. Mia Jacobs will inbound for the Dogs. 4:18 left, down 8. A lot of time left, but it's getting late. Santa Maria across the timeline with the dribble. On the right wing with it. They run Ja. She's got it top of the key. Ja gets a screen, gets to the elbow. Crosses over on Muse to the basket, goes up. That's blocked by Muse. Another block for Abby Muse, the Defensive Player of the Year last year. She's been using her length. For Abby tonight, that's 5 blocks. Came in second in conference in blocks in the Mountain West, averaging over 2 a game. 3:40 left in the fourth. Dogs down 8. Bulldogs are getting outscored in this fourth quarter, 9-2. Pasco to Muse. Muse step through. Left-hand layup is good. Bulldogs wanted to travel, and it's a 10-point lead for the Broncos. Largest lead of the game right now, 54-44. Fresno State's got to start scoring and scoring quickly. Ja out to Jacobs. Back to Ja. Three-pointer. They need it. That's no good. Rebound, Abby Muse, and the Dogs haven't scored in 2.5. Outscored this quarter 11-2. Narrow right wing. They'll swing it out on top to Thompson. Thompson fakes the three. Dribble handoff to Narrow. 3 minutes left here in this fourth quarter, and you're going to get a foul away from the ball. Who's that on? That's an illegal screen called on Maya Hansen with 2:59 left here in the fourth. Bulldogs down 10. Ja will take a seat. Kylie Fox will check in. Bulldogs trailed by 1 coming into this fourth quarter, but it's the second game in a row they have been outscored in this fourth quarter. Against Wyoming, they only scored 9. They were outscored 18-9, and here in this one, they've been outscored 11-2. Here's Jacobs, right wing. Mia to the basket, spins, ran right into Muse, and that's a foul called on Abby, and they're going to say it's in the act of shooting, and that'll put Mia at the line for 2 as Muse just picked up her second personal. 2:47 to play here in this fourth quarter. Bulldogs down 10, stops the clock. Mia at the line. Free throw from Mia is no good. Bulldogs tonight as a team from the line. They're now 2 of 4. Mia's taken all 4 of the free throws. Next free throw from Mia is good. Jacobs has a dozen. Bulldogs down 9. Got to force some turnovers. Without fouling, as you're over the foul limit. Narrow in the backcourt. Hansen up to Pasco. Pasco is trapped. They hit high post. Dangerous pass. Over to Thompson. Boise State's going to run some clock with 2.5 remaining in the fourth with the ball up 9. Narrow. Baseline they go to Hansen. Hansen slings it out. Pasco open 3 right baseline. Good. That could be the dagger. 57-45. Pasco's got 14. And the Bulldogs are down 12. As Santa Maria has it, working against the zone. Got to go quick if you're Fresno State. Kylie, open 3, need it. Right baseline, good. And the Bulldogs down 9, 57-48. A minute 59 to play here in the fourth. Muse will swing it over to Narrow. Narrow across the timeline with the dribble. Narrow swings it baseline. Back out to Narrow. Minute 45 left here in the fourth. Pasco fakes the shot as Boise State wants to run some clock. Narrow's got it and a reach in on Keely Brown. That'll put Narrow at the line for 2 free throws. Keely just picked up her third. Timeout situation. Dogs have 2 remaining. Boise State has 4. Both teams are over the foul limit. Keeley will take a seat. Ja in. Jata will check in, and Sid is going to take a seat. 1:40 to play here in the 4th. Dogs down 9. Nero at the line. First free throw attempts of the night for Mary Kay Nero, who's 71% coming in, makes the first. 58-48, Boise State. Next free throw coming from the Broncos. Made them both. Bulldogs down 11. 1:35 left here in the 4th. Ja across the timeline. Got to go. Ja's got the dribble, wants a screen, crosses over, gets to the elbow, throws it into Jacobs off the glass with the right hand. No. Thompson with another rebound, and she walked with it. That'll be a turnover number 21 against Boise State. So the Bulldogs have forced 21 turnovers tonight. They've outscored the Broncos 17-5 points off of turnovers, but they're shooting just 33% and 22% from 3. Not a good pass off the out of bounds, stolen away. That's turnover 14 against the Dogs. 1:19 left in this one. Dogs down 11 as Thompson has it. And Mia will foul Thompson, and Tatum will be at the line for 2. She's got a 20-point night, a season's best. She's 6 of 9 from the line, and Mia just picked up her 4th personal. The Bulldogs have been outscored 16-6 here in the 4th. 1:13 to play here in the 4th quarter. Free throw is good. 60-48. Next free throw, no good. Rebound Mia. Bulldogs down 12. 1:09 left here in the 4th. Gotta go. Ja gets a screen from Mia. Leaves it for Mia. Mia fakes the 3, dribbles in. Nice pass. Jata layup is good. Dogs down 10. 59.7 left. Timeout Boise State. We'll keep it right here. All timeouts are brought to you by Table Mountain Casino Resort. Have a lucky day followed by an epic night only at Table Mountain Casino Resort. So if you're the Dogs, what you need here is you got to force some turnovers. What you've done tonight, you forced Boise State into 21 turnovers this evening. And you need Boise State to help you. You need them to miss some free throws as well as you trail by 10 with 59.7 to play. It's not unheard of. It's not even unheard of in the Mountain West on the men's side. Saw what happened when Wyoming played Colorado State. One of those crazy finishes. Down 11 with a minute to go. Bulldogs are down 10 with a minute to go. Thompson has 21 to lead all scorers. 14 for Pasco on 4 of 10 from 3. Jacobs, the only player in double figures for the Dogs with 12. Narrow inbound for Boise State into the front court. 59.7 left here in this one. They get it into Pasco. Pasco's their good free throw shooter. Ja will reach in. They'll tie her up. Possession will go to Boise State. They'll keep the ball. 56.3 left. After today, Bulldogs will take on Utah State on Saturday on the road, and then Colorado State next Wednesday on the road. Colorado State lost earlier today to Air Force. Narrow with the dribble. Mia's got 4 personal fouls. Doesn't want to foul. They give it over to Hansen. Hansen gets by with the dribble. Shot clock's at 15. 43 seconds left here in this one. Pasco with it, falling away. Gets it over to Hansen right at midcourt. Inside they had Muse open. Shot clock's at 5. At 4, at 3. Thompson, 1 dribble pull up. That's a line drive, no good. Rebound Jacobs, but we're under 30 seconds to go. Bulldogs down 10, got to go quick. Ja jogs it across the timeline. Crosses over, gets a screen, spins away. Ja to the basket, leaves it out. Kylie's going to launch a 3, top of the key. That's short. Rebound inside, deflected, grabbed by Jata, and she is fouled by Hansen. And Binto will be at the line for 2 as both teams are over the foul limit with 12.1 left here in this one. So Fresno State is going to come up a little short, and it's going to be the 4th quarter that really did them in here tonight. Went the first 4 minutes without scoring a point. Jata's free throw is no good. Bulldogs are going to fall to 3-6 in conference and 10-12 overall. Boise State is going to snap that 2-game losing streak. and moved to 5-4 in conference and 14-8. Second free throw no good, rebounded by Jacobs. Three-pointer from Kylie's no good, and that'll be it. Boise stayed with the rebound. They'll dribble out the clock in the backcourt as the time winds down, and this one is in the books. Fresno State falls by a score of 60-50. Boise State 14-8 on the season, 5-4 in conference. And Fresno State 10-12 and 3-6 in conference. We'll take a break. We'll start our postgame. This is Bulldogs women's basketball from Learfield.